I knocked it askew. There we go. Oh no, now it's all messed up. Okay, here.
Hello everyone, Larissa here, and this video comes to you via Of Houses and Trees, where I blog about sustainable design, sustainable living, sustainable everything. If you would like to go and check that website out, it is in the description below, and there you can find tips on greening your home and inspiration on how to live a more eco-conscious lifestyle. If you want to hang out with me here, just click that subscribe button. And also, if you like this type of video that I'm going to be showing you right now, you can give me one of those so that I know to make more videos like this in the future. So I just want to clear up an elephant that's in my personal room, though I feel like it's an elephant that is just like a global elephant essentially at this moment. And that is of course what's going on with the pandemic and with Black Lives Matter and with all of the other things that are happening. I'm very passionate about human rights, about equality, not just about sustainability, but sustainability is the thing that's the closest to my heart because I feel like it's the thing that impacts all of us, no matter what our situation is, because we all share this planet together. So that's why that's what I focus on here, not because the other things aren't something that are on my mind, because they are on my mind. I feel like I just need to say that going forward, and also in regards to the kind of content that I make. Usually it's more of the uplifting and inspirational type. For example, today I'm just going to show you some of my thrifted and antique secondhand home decor. I hope that it's something that you can find some enjoyment in, and also hope that it's something that you do find some inspiration in, because I really just want to show that you don't have to have lots of money, you don't have to buy all kinds of new things, but creating a safe place that I feel like reflects my personality, that I like to be in, that I like to look at, that's something that's always been important to me. And if you're watching this video, then it's probably important to you too. So here we go.
Okay, so the first things I'm going to show you are in the living room, and some of them you would have seen if you watched the last house tour that I did. So this couch here is secondhand. I got it off of Kijiji, which is, if you're not from Canada, it's kind of like Craigslist. It was a brand new couch. The person who bought it decided it was too small, and we snapped it up. It didn't come with these pillows. This is what it looks like this. I got these pillows off of Etsy. And then over here, this is another thing that I think I talked about in my house tour. This here is a old Canada Dry crate, and we keep our wood in it, but we're not burning right now because it's summertime. I love old crates. I believe this one is from, there's a few antique malls in Edmonton, which is I live close to, and most of my antique vintage type decor would have come from one of those. This one I believe is from Rocky Mountain Antique Mall, and the reason I love it so much is because it's Canada Dry, and my grandpa used to work at Canada Dry. Okay, and then over here we have this chair that I have had for a long time. I got it from an antique store that's no longer open in Edmonton, and even this pillow right here is actually secondhand too, but I'll show you my chair. So I've had this chair since before I was married. I had it in my very first apartment. And then I usually have a blanket on it, and then like I said, this pillow that I just got from, I believe it was from Goodwill. Okay. And then I just wanted to show you that I have old books here. So I like to use books as decor, and please don't think that that means I don't respect books for just being the amazing things that they are. That's actually why I have them, is because I love books so much. So yeah, I put all my green ones in here because green is my favorite color. And I have one of these orbs that I made out of book pages, which I will link to that video if you're interested in making something similar. All right, now we are in the bathroom, and this was a old door header, and I turned it into a towel rack. I do have a blog post on how I made that, so I will link to that in the description. And then I just have some mason jar. This I got in Arizona, and I just got some rocks. And then down here, this here is a bench that I got from that Rocky Mountain Antique Mall. And this was in my daughter's room when they were babies, and now it's here in the bathroom, and I think it works really good. So when we have a bath over here in our beautiful bathtub, we usually pull it over so that we can put like water or something on it. Yeah, so I like having that there. And then over here on the other side of our bathtub, this right here. This stand that my plant is on, my zebra plant is on, that's actually a crate. So it's just turned around, like the inside of the crate is on the back end. But when I bought this plant and this basket, so I thought, where am I gonna put this? And then I had this like stroke that I haven't put this cool crate anywhere, so I just tucked it right here. And then of course my bathtub is secondhand, but I'm trying to not talk about things that are fixtures in the house because that's like a whole nother video, the secondhand things that are fixtures. So these are just more like decor items. Now I am in the kitchen, which I am trying to not show you too much of because it is a complete utter disaster, but I did want to show you this chair here. So this was, if you've been following my blog for a really long time, really long, you might recognize this as the chair that used to be in my older daughter's room at our old house. So this was a chair that was given to us by, it was like a family heirloom from Devin's side of the family, and then I painted it, and then we made this cushion out of this kind of more graphic fabric, which I like because it makes it just really pop. It just sits here at our computer desk. So I actually have started covering it with a towel like this because it just helps to keep it clean since my kids, you know, they're little and they have kind of gross, sticky little hands, like 99% of the time. I don't know how that happens. I make them wash their hands and their faces, but they're always sticky because that's what little kids are like. Now we're upstairs, so there's out the window. And I just wanted to show you just two small things from the loft area. And one of them is this beautiful mason jar. It's one of the more rare ones because it's got the lid's not on right now, obviously because I've got these twigs in it. But it actually has a glass lid and then this metal part to keep the glass lid on. So those are a lot more rare. I think I got this one at the antique mall in, I believe, in Stony Plain, which is called One Man's Treasure. And then over here in the other window in the loft, I have this. So this is from the same town that I got that dried up like cactus stick. There was like this really cool like little antique store that had just some awesome stuff like this. So that's where this is from. It says something like Mrs. Stewart Bluing something tins. Yeah, I'm not really sure, but anyway, it's very cool. Now we are in my daughter's room, and over here, this is my grandma's. So it's, I don't know how old it is. I'm gonna guess like 50 years old. It's like a magazine rack, and we just keep some of the kids' books in there. And then this here is a rocking chair that I got for my older daughter before she was born, like for when I was pregnant with her. And I painted it, and then I made this cover for it, which the post on my blog where I explain how to do that is actually one of the most popular posts. So I guess, you know, people like making covers for rocking chairs, which is really cool. Okay, and then here, another thing that you may or may not have seen before if you've been watching my previous videos or reading my blog, is this dresser that was my mom's when she was a little girl, and I painted it. There's a blog post for that as well if you want to see down in the description box. Oh, and I forgot to, when I was talking about this rocking chair over here, this pillow here is also, that one's from, it's from Value Village, one of my favorite places to shop. And then the last thing I wanted to show in my daughter's room was the shelf with these glass owl knobs that I just love so much. This was originally from our old house. This is from one of the local antique malls, and I painted it, and then I had to have these owl knobs. Even though they're like $10 each, but that's only like 10, 20, 30. And then this shelf itself was like $5, I think. So really that's not bad for a shelf. And then we just got some old books up there and some cute little things. My daughter picked these drieds right here. Now we are all the way down in the basement so I could show you a few of the things in the laundry room. So this is like a coffee bag that I got at Antique Mall. And then my uncle made a barnwood frame. And then up here, you can see I've got that washboard, which is also from the Rocky Mountain Antique Mall. Yes, it's one of my favorite places to shop. And then like the cowbell, this like old iron, and then all of these tools in this mason jar here are from Devin's grandma's garage. She just had them saved. They are from, I believe that they were maybe her dad's or her husband's. Yeah, she just had them saved in there, and she was like, does anybody want this stuff? And I was like, may please. And then down here, nothing vintage, but I actually wanted to show you these because they're here. And why not? These I got from Value Village, and they just have like garbage dryer lint. That's where we put our dryer lint. And what's in this one? Soap berries. So we use soap berries for our washing machine, and so the old ones go in here and then they get composted. This is our office, mostly my husband's office because I normally just work upstairs. Excuse this random mattress right here. This is temporarily our guest room as well because the room next door is still a disaster. Yes, if you have been watching my videos, I've commented many times about how the room next door is a disaster. It's still a disaster. So we only have this room right now, which is fine. I wanted to show you this chest here. This was my great grandparents, and this is actually where I store all of my like extra miscellaneous decor items. So I might do like a shop my stash video at some point. And maybe I could show you some of the stuff I have in there. This is one of those buys that was just like, it's just kismet because we were looking for a desk to fit in this area. This like kind of bump out. We wanted to find a desk to fit in here, and I walked into the Stony Plain Antique Mall and I saw this desk. It was $120 for a beautiful secondhand like antique desk. That's just a steal. And it has like, this thing flips up here so we can stick a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, so it's been like 3 days since that last section there, but I wanted to show you some stuff outside since this is the first video that I've made, well, since we've moved in at least, where the weather is really nice because it's now summertime. So I just wanted to show this really cool old milk can that I got. So what I normally do is I put plants, I move the lid and I put plants inside, but the lid is currently stuck. So I can't get that off. Over here is kind of like my old things area. Well, I got lots of old things other places too, obviously. This chair was given to us by Devin's parents. That pail we got at an antique mall. That crate I got in an antique mall. And then I just found this in our yard actually, and it's an L. So I thought that was super cool because that's, you know, Larissa. L is for Larissa, in case you didn't know. We have this old horse trough that I use as a planter, and I actually just sort of redid it a bit today. Oh, my daughter stuck this in, but that's actually not the right plant. She just was determined to stick it in there. So this over here, well, this isn't an antique. We made this. This is my younger daughter's footprint and my older daughter's footprint. And it's just made out of concrete, and it had a leaf pressed on it to make the veins, and the window is open, which is why it's kind of encroaching into the flower bed. But yeah, we've got lavenders, and I think those are jumping jacks over there, and this is what this tag here is for. Yeah, see, this is called a myrtle. This is one of my favorite old things that I own. This chest right here, I just keep like random gardening things in it. It's nice because you can sit on it and you can put things on it like plants. Like this is a citronella. And because we're here and I can't resist, this is our yard at the moment.
And there you have it. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye.
End of the video bonus. I finally got into the room from hell and started cleaning it, and I just wanted to show you one of my absolute favorite secondhand antique finds, and that is this typewriter that everybody who sees it is like, where did you get that? And there is a story involved in it, as I always have stories involved in all of my cool acquisitions, but I'm going to save that story for a future video.